Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been working on this. Is what I've been working on.
Yeah.
So my
Oof.
last uh, on the way home, I'm literally made it a mile and a half from my house,
I watched your
and
video.
I heard it, boom, and it blew out. Hey, and I was like, man, I'm a mile from the house. I'm not stopping now. So I
Yep.
get home, and by the time I get home, the wheels runt, like just flat spotted everywhere because obviously
Yeah.
I just thought the tire blew out. Well, it blew out because the bearing went out and it created so much heat that it blew the tire up.
I seen you. I seen the video. You spraying water on it.
It was unbelievably hot, man.
That's
Unbelievably hot.
funny.
So, and so then, you know me, I said, I'm going to change all the bearings. We're about to
Yep.
roll to Canada. I'm going to change all the bearings. So
Absolutely.
I get everything up. I fixed that one. And then I went to the next one. The bearings looked they looked fine. There was nothing wrong with them. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to change all these. I inspected everything. Everything inspected good. If I have to do it on the side of the road, so be it.
Just grease them. You'll be good.
Yeah, I know.
I
And
think
then
we're live.
everybody in the comments is like, you should have an oil bath. Oil baths are better. I've literally talked to numerous trailer manufacturers who say, we take the oil baths
Hi,
off. That's
Aaron.
the first thing that we do and
Yep.
put grease in them.
Well,
So,
now, granted, I've talked to some people that are probably smarter than us. They say the oil bath runs cooler, but the grease lasts longer.
yeah.
So, whatever.
I didn't have a problem with the oil bath until I had a problem. And
Oh, yeah.
then if you can't keep the oil in there,
Nope. Nope.
grease is obviously a better way.
Oh, man. And it stays in there way longer.
Yeah,
Even if you got a blowed out seal, it stays in there longer.
that's right.
So,
That's right.
yep.
So anyways, oh, we're
Yeah.
live. We're live. We've
I
been live
think,
for 2 minutes.
oh, we've been talking about wheel bearings and stuff.
That's all right. That's part of it. We'll
Ah.
let some people get on here.
Well, look, Sean, look what I got going on today. So, got the black car out. Junior's car's ready. The
Mm,
yellow car's fresh off the dyno. Did amazing.
yeah.
Got my top fuel car out.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Got the
yeah.
GTO, Mad Max,
Just a shot full of goodness.
the Mustang, and the OG car. OG.
Yeah.
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 So we're getting ready for a car show on Sunday.
I finally turned the air conditioners on in here, so it's pretty nice right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So let me
Is
ask you
that?
this.
Yep.
What, man, just got too much going on in my shop.
I understand.
Uh,
Somebody's getting a what for? Oh yeah. That's nice. You're muted. Can't hear you. I can't hear him. Can't hear you. Hello. Hello. I can't hear you.
everybody can see you and hear you.
I hear you now.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. It just come back.
All right. You got me?
Yep. Got you.
All right. So,
That
what
car's cool.
car are you taking to GALOT for the radial stuff?
I think I'm gonna put the yellow 57 on radials or the Mustang. Either one. I think the
Yeah.
Mustang was built for radials because of the way the motor is, so I might do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about you?
Yeah. Well, I'm obviously going to take the OG. You know,
Yes.
I wasn't obviously going to take it until I saw Boosted's no pro mods. I thought that we were going to let pro mods in, which don't get me wrong, I'm cool without it because in my opinion, if you let pro mods in, then the final four cars are going to be pro mods.
Absolutely. I was in the same boat as you. I was going to put radials back on Mad Max. You remember that? We did
Yes.
pretty good on radials with that car.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
mean, granted,
So
they're half a second faster now, but
yes.
you know,
But
it,
you know how it is, man. If somebody's going to have the pro mod advantage, then we may and if we have access to a pro mod, like I think Blue would be dumb fast on a radial.
oh
So,
man,
but obviously, The OG's my favorite car. Like
Yep. And
I love racing it. We've had it on radials once this year and it took flight. So I'm a
oh,
little bit
that's
nervous
right.
about that. I'm a little bit
Yeah.
nervous about that. Obviously we are not radial racers, but uh,
Yep.
we dabble in things.
Yeah.
So
Well, we got to
I
try
think,
something. I mean, it's a race.
yeah, I think it's going to be every bit as big as Beach Bend, and
Oh,
I know there's a lot of controversy over that. And I literally saw the list of the 128 cars.
I
It's
know.
unbelievable that many dropped out. We get it, guys. It's unbelievable that many dropped out. But when it was the big hype and everybody said, let's do this, there was probably people who had never even fired their car up trying to get a spot for that. And then you know
Yeah.
how it is, man. You just don't get them ready.
Yep.
So
And you know what? Out of anybody on the internet, Boosted is the last one that'll ever bullshit anybody.
yeah.
He is so straightforward. If he tells you there's 135 cards
Yeah.
entered, there's 135 cards entered.
Well,
So
look, let's be honest, man. Even at a 64 car field, that race was still a success.
I had such a blast rubbing elbows with Beater Bomb, the Studebaker. And that was so cool to me because I only get to see the videos of those guys and to be
Yes.
right there with them. That was cool, man. And they're some of the coolest dudes out there.
Oh,
So
for sure, man.
I
Look,
look,
I tell people all the time, they're no different than any of the rest of us.
yep,
They are just where we were when we were, didn't
yeah,
have all the stuff that we have now.
for
Let's just be
sure.
honest.
It
That's
it was so much fun. Jeffrey had fun. I had fun. I mean, I'd do it again tomorrow.
I think GALOT is going to be a lot the same way.
Yep.
But I didn't catch a whole lot of the live feed that was happening. Is there going to be the difference between 28-10-5 slicks and radials? Even I'm not talking about just the difference in the tire. I'm talking about the difference in the events. Obviously, on a 28-10-5, I'm an advocate for showing up, racing off the trailer.
Sure.
Now, radials, that's a little bit different. I'm thinking that, are we going to have that test day? Is that happening? Did they talk about that?
I haven't heard. I didn't get to watch it either. I've been so busy getting ready for the car show on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I think there should be a test day.
Yeah,
I
yeah. I
mean,
mean, that's kind of how you do radials, I mean, look,
sure.
not to talk about anybody else's event here, we're talking about our event, but I went to Ducks Race this year and we spent 3 or 4 days testing before the race started. And, that's how radial events
I
usually
think
go,
we should.
you know?
I think we should push for it.
So I think that was what we talked about doing. I just had kind of been out of the loop. Like you said, man, we
Yes.
got so much going on that when we're not on the road racing,
Oh,
man, we're preparing to go on the road and race.
yep.
So
Absolutely.
it's a full-time job, even though our
Yeah.
job is racing, and it's a
Yeah.
good time and it's fun, and we
The
want to
rig,
continue to do it.
the rig and the trailer are a full time job for sure.
Yes, yes.
You know that. You know that better than anybody. It's
I'm
just.
I'm really excited to kind of see a list of some of the names of the people that are going to be coming to this because there's a
I am
lot of
too.
bad dudes. There's a lot of bad dudes on 275s, man.
Oh my. Oh my. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be real good. But if you know, you can get the tickets on vote.com for that race.
Yep.
That's in Galot. What date is it, Sean? I can't even
Well,
remember.
man, I think it's in October, right?
It is
Um,
October. Yep.
but that's
And
part of the reason that we wanted to do it in GALOT. GALOT is a really good track that has radio races, and
yeah,
we even pushed it as far as we possibly could. It just kind of worked out that GALOT was in October because the weather should be decent, the track should be killer. Like I'm
October
excited.
31st.
October 31st and November 1st is the
Yep.
GALOT race, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like I'm excited for that race, even though we have other races to do before that. It's not like, guys, this is not
Yeah.
the next race in line. This is just
Go ahead,
the race that
Jeffrey.
we're talking about right now. We still got
Yep.
Spokane, which is our next race that we're going to. And man, the fans showed out last time we went there. So
Oh, we had
I'm
such
really
a good
excited.
time.
I'm not excited about driving that far across the country, but it's kind of what we do. So we'll be there. And the fans were there last year. So, Jeff, you're frozen. Man, you better get back inside. Well, until Jeff is done for, you know, I don't got nothing, Jeff. So, but Spokane, Washington, I wish I had those dates in front of me, but that is
Sorry,
the next
Jeffrey.
race. There it is.
There we are. Sorry.
I got you now.
Yep.
So, do you know the dates for Spokane, which is our next race?
I don't, but I guarantee it's going to show up on this screen here in a minute.
Yep.
But Spokane was cool. Last year, there you go, August 15th and 16th, we'll be in Spokane, Washington.
Yep. And it
Last
was
year,
packed last time.
Saturday night in the staging lanes, we got to listen to Pat Benatar playing live at the casino, and it sounded like
Yeah.
she was right in the staging lanes.
Yeah. I
It was
remember that.
crazy. That was a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah.
What's
Pretty cool.
after? What's after Spokane?
Isn't it Maple Grove?
Yes, Maple Grove, US 131, and then I think GALOT.
Yes. Yes.
Yep,
So,
it's gonna be good. I can't
still
wait.
got some racing left. Honestly, I know most racing organizations take off the month of July because man, it's so hot, you know. So
Yep,
everybody go out this weekend. You know, Maple Grove is September 26th. US 131 is before Maple Grove.
yep,
It is September 19th and 20th.
that's
So,
right. And you can go
um,
on thefolk.com/speed promotions, and you can get the tickets online. You can get them early.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Or
but
you can get them at the gate, guys. Like,
oh yeah,
you know, it's probably how I do things. Because I
I
never know whether what I'm doing from day to day.
I was
So,
gonna say, other than parts, do you ever order anything online?
no. No, I look at Erin and tell her to order things online.
I
She
do
keeps
the same
Amazon,
thing.
you know,
Yep, I
going
do the
strong.
same thing with
So,
Jeffrey. Yep.
but um, I'm at this point. I need to be taking this next couple of weeks off and test that car, man. Somebody's gonna have to do something about Scott Taylor.
Oh man, he's fast as shit, boy.
Dang, dude. Hey, that
Hey,
car is rolling.
how about Scott in all his cars this year?
No,
I mean,
Scott's having a killer year, man.
God damn, he come out swinging.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
He, he's done.
Yeah,
He's done. He's done his homework, man.
yeah,
He's doing an amazing job, and my hat goes off to him and his crew. They did their due diligence on all their cars because
yeah,
every car that hits the ground is just running.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, he.
No, he's having a good year for sure, you know, and man, he's due. Honestly,
Yep.
he puts in the work. He works really hard, and he's having a good season. It's paying off, you know. And I remember that's what everybody said to me. Man, you worked hard, and it's showing. You know, we all work hard.
Sure.
Like it doesn't always have to show to
Yeah.
show the amount of work that we put into these. So,
That's right.
and we've said it numerous times, man. Luck is a big part and a big factor of all this stuff. And no matter what, you have luck. Sometimes it's just bad luck.
That's right. That's right. And sometimes it's all in a row.
Yeah.
You know.
So,
Yeah,
but
Scott on 28s is a bad mamma jamma there, boy.
yeah,
Wow.
man, he always has been though. You
Yep.
know, like
Yeah.
even whenever we went to Australia, man, we all kind of looked towards him for some advice on the small tire stuff. And since then, you know, Kai and Ryan and some of the guys have been out putting in work on that tire. But
Yep.
uh, man, he still showed up and showed out. So
I'm fixing. I want to keep the car on smalls and get good at it. You know, we now
yeah.
that we got the motor where it needs to be, that I think it'll be easier.
Hey, man,
So
it's just another weapon in your arsenal having a
it
small tire
is.
laying around.
It
You know,
is.
like I don't ever want to put the OG back on a big tire. And at this point, I'll swap it back and forth from 275 to
Yeah.
28 you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch the 57 back to big tire just for Toronto and Bowling Green or the Tri Five Nationals. But right after that, it's going back on smalls.
I'd like to
So.
go to that Tri 5 Nationals. So,
Yeah, I know you would. I Ryan had said the same thing, and
yeah,
I'll
it'll
ask
be
him
cool.
again. Yep, yep,
It'll be
it'll be
cool.
fun.
So,
Oh, it'd be a lot of fun.
but
So,
anyways, so who else is doing good this season? Like
uh,
Pinky's up in the points too, right?
yep, Pinky's up in the points.
So,
Trippy, you mad? He's out in the office, buddy.
phew.
Oh, you got to look. Did you lose your tooth? Okay. I'm on a live feed right now, but it's funny he stopped crying.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
All right. So who else is doing good? Yeah, Stinky's doing good. Gucci Nova's doing good.
Chris
Um,
Rankin is doing really good.
I mean, golly, that car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
Hey, I'm telling you, man, I've been next to that car and dude was driving away from me until he had to lift.
It's
So
fast.
it's fast. There's no doubt about it. So, but
Yeah,
it's seems like the playing field is still pretty even, even with
it
no
is.
rules. Even
It
with no
is.
rules, the playing field is still even. So
Yep.
it's something that we had never tried before. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that it's successful and I like being this hard on cars and
Yep.
still not winning. You know what I mean? But man, we're hard
Yeah.
on all these parts, doing everything that we can to try to run with everybody else, and it's a lot. The maintenance is more this year. We're changing out more parts than what we were every
Oh
other
yeah.
year, so it's but the cars are faster,
That
and
they are
to keep up
faster.
with everybody, you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, we're
So
spraying the shit out of the Mustang. I mean,
I know
and it's paying off, but everybody else is too. So
it's paying off to run right next to Kai and Pinky and all them.
absolutely,
So
absolutely, yeah,
yeah, those screws are man, they make a lot of power.
that's unreal, unbelievable.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be interesting in Washington. You know, the air isn't that great, so
yep.
but we're
Yep.
spraying it, so we should be good.
Yep.
But
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm we're not used to having, this month long break or whatever here, but it we
it
can
come
we
at a
can
good
use it
time.
wisely,
It come
you
at
know.
a really good time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think with the heat and everything, it's brutal here right now. I mean,
Oh
brutal.
man. Man. Yeah.
And we
You know
can't
how
get away.
Oklahoma
It's
is.
either hot as balls or raining.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, what else we need to
I
touch
guess.
on? Talk about
Let's-
tickets for
oh yeah.
yeah.
Hey, we were talking earlier. Guess what's coming next year? We gonna be back on the street.
And I so
I
want to
think.
believe that. I so
I
want to believe that. And I know that it is in the works. Uh, Not 100% sure we should be talking about everything right now, but let's do it anyways.
That's
All
right.
right.
That
Okay.
they'll get it here
I
first.
don't, there's
So
nobody around me right now. Hang on.
yep.
Nobody around me telling me not to talk about it.
That's right. Look, there's
Okay.
nobody here
Look,
saying no, no,
hang
no,
on.
no, no.
I'm going to say something about this going back to the street.
Hey, just
Nobody
ignore the
said no.
little text. Just ignore the little text that happens on the top of the screen. You want to see it?
I feel like they know that we got big mouths. And if you put
Absolutely.
us on live, you never know what we're going to talk about. But
They told us for a reason,
chances are there might be some street stuff coming back up. So
man.
it's that would be nice. And
I
we can't
hope,
really talk. We can't. They don't expect us to talk about much because we don't know much except
but I
for
hope, I hope it goes back to the core group. You know,
yeah,
most of the core group. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
It would be cool. It would be cool.
That would be awesome, man. To sit on the street again. I would love to be sitting on the street again in that car right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I would just love it.
Yep, yep,
Or that one. I guess
yeah.
that would be cool.
Both
You
of them.
know that. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, both of them. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, and that's something that I've
Yep.
always been looking forward to. Like
Oh,
they they keep us busy enough now that we can't even. It's been a long time since I've let off the button on the street, And look, I'm going to go ahead and put my head down just a little bit. I'm going to be a little bit ashamed whenever I say it, but you know how it is, man. You evolve, and a lot of stuff has evolved to front side, back side, pro mod stuff, big
yep.
tire racing, small tire racing. You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
Like, which, let's be honest, that's what everybody wanted anyways, was to keep everybody off the streets. And there's a
Yep.
lot of people that's not on the streets anymore.
But
So
the
there's
fans.
still a lot of people out doing it, but
Oh yeah. No, there is
there always
absolutely.
will be. There always will be.
Yep.
So
But the fans want to see it back. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
if the and I think the powers to be, mom and dad, are listening. You know what I mean? And I think they're going to try their hardest to get us back on.
I think they
back on
have
the
been
street.
listening and they've known for a while. It's just
Sure.
it's taken this long, with TV being in the slump that it's in.
And you know
So
what? That'll get us back to. Um, I don't want to single anybody out, but there other people can compete on the street. You know what I mean?
oh
When
yeah,
you took them
yeah.
off the street and you put them on the
The
racetrack,
street's
the
always
game
been the
changed.
equalizer. The street's always been the
Absolutely.
equalizer. So
I
no matter
I
what.
got I got my ass kicked by everybody on that list.
Yep. But you've
Everybody on
also
that
kicked
list.
everybody's ass on that list at some point.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I just
But
when it's your time on the street, and you're right. It's the street is the equalizer, and I think that's the coolest part for me. You know, back when I first come on the scene, it made the hair on the back of my neck stand up when we went testing all the time on the
it
street.
still
It,
will
it
today.
still does. Yep.
Yeah.
Man, I can't
Yeah.
get enough of it. I love it. Everybody
There's
says, "Oh no,
some
it's
sort of
crazy,"
there's some sort of we probably shouldn't be doing this factor that changes things a little bit.
and it's cool because it's in the middle of the night. You remember when we'd go test? We'd go test at midnight.
Yep.
You sleep all day and go test.
Yep.
And now we're out in the heat and the fans and everything. That'd be so badass to be out at midnight on the street again in the dark. That'd be
Yep.
badass. I think
Yep.
it's gonna be great.
I'm not
But
sure I can
so
stay out that late anymore. I'm gonna have to train up a little bit.
yeah, we're gonna have to flip that deal around because sundown, head down here, you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So yeah.
But the fans, I just wanted to let the fans know that that's definitely in the works, and we got a little talking to before this live feed, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
badass
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it
All right,
happens.
guys. Well,
Yep,
we're not gonna sit on here and just ram it
I
down
got
your
work to
throat.
do.
Speed
Yeah.
Promotions, keep up
Yep.
with us, guys. We're still
Yeah,
got quite a few races left this year, including $100,000 to win, 275 big boy race.
that's gonna
So
be badass.
it's
And
going to
don't
be
forget,
cool.
you can get the tickets online on foat.com/speed promotions. Get them
Yep.
online, get them early, man. We'll be there.
Yep.
Sean, I'm out.
All right, buddy. Good to
Oh,
talk to
oh,
you, Jeff.
oh, oh,
We'll see you
oh.
soon.
Beach Bend video, day one video drops today.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Jensen just sent that. So don't forget, Beach Bend video, day one drops today. So if you
Yeah.
weren't there to watch it live, you can see it online now. So, all right, I'm out. See you,
All
Sean.
right,
See you,
brother.
everybody.
You guys take care, man. We'll see y'all soon.
All right, bye.